Okay, so it is stretch day. Week 15, last day, week 15. Again, I'm running behind, which I shouldn't be. I should not be running behind, but I've been up since 6:30, 7 o'clock, 6:30, something like that. And the only reason I woke up, this is funny, is because one of the cats decided to jump on the counter and stick his head inside a plastic bag and get it caught in the handle. So of course he freaked, jumped up the counter. All my protein bars were in there, by the way. So those all fell over the place and scattered across the living room and the kitchen. Can't say it like, oh, there's only 3 of them. There's only 3 left. But it was enough for him to make a big bunch of fucking noise. You know, they're the Quest protein bars, so they're a little more solid. Heavier, I guess, than some of the other ones. And came flying into the bedroom, onto the bed. You see this plastic bag over my head. So I grabbed it and pulled it off him, and he hid under the bed because he's scaring himself. And when I realized what bag it was, you know, it was a Drug Mart bag, because that's where I grabbed it from. Surprisingly, the Quest protein bars at Drug Mart are the same price they are at Giant Eagle. You think at Drug Mart they'd be just a tad bit more expensive. Not by much, but Circle K has them, at least in my area, for 2 for $6. I think you have to buy 2 to get the deal. Usually you do at the gas station. Unlike Giant Eagle, when they have those signs up there, they'll say 2 for $6, trying to entice you to buy 2 of them. You get 1 of them for the sale price, as long as you got their Advantage card. The only time that doesn't work at Giant Eagle is their used to be 5 for $20, 5 for $19.99. I think it's 5 for $24.99 now, but over in the meat section, you have to buy all 5 to get that deal. Because I tried that, because that's what I would do. I'm like, I don't need 3 of these fucking things. Why would I buy 3 for whatever the price it was? And I rang them out and realized that I still got the discounted price. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I tried it with the meat one time, and I'm like, shouldn't that be bringing out at $4 each? I was like, no, you got to buy all of them. That's not how it works. But apparently it works that way on the meat. So, just saying, if you shop at Giant Eagle, you want to get some cheaper yet decent quality meat. Like they have Italian sausage, they have hot sausage, they have chicken breast, they have marinated chicken breast and things like that. Hot dogs, bacon, steaks. Not like the best quality steaks, but they're still decent steaks. I get those because I'm not spending $12 on a 3/4 pound ribeye every week, you know. So I'll buy a couple of those things so I can have some steak, some meat, other than like chicken and fish and stuff. So, but they have stuff. So anyway. So of course I wasn't like completely awake. I tried to go back to sleep. Didn't happen. So I just played on my phone and waited for my video to finish converting into the proper format so I could upload it to YouTube. So that's doing that now. So at least by the time I'm done with this, it should be ready to go. And then I will be up to date as of Tuesday. I have to try to still get down here at a decent time, get back to working my full schedule, and try to get that caught up. The only thing in my head that I can think to do to get that caught up is to actually start converting those into a lesser format, either standard or regular HD 720 versus 1080. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Again, they're, you know, the live streams are live streams. The recorded ones can be up whenever. I usually get like 1 or 2 views on it, and it's usually they've watched about 10 seconds or so. Every so often, I got like 2 subscribers that come in, and they both say the exact same things. It might be the same person. Why am I moving this? Why am I moving this? I moved it over here on purpose. I'm just used to being over here. They'll come in and say, smash that like button and a thumbs up or something. So it's nice to see, but I don't think they're watching. I don't like watching them when I'm editing them. I'm like half the time I'm sitting there, shut up and just fucking move on with the workout. The first little bit, the last little bit, not a big deal because I can just find where I start and then from there. But when I'm putting in the text over for the exercise that I'm doing, like bench press, like say I'm doing the bench press, and I'm like, all right, so we're doing 50 pounds the first set, you know, and I'll be like, okay, then finish it and do, okay, 55 pounds in the second set, you know. Then there's times in between those where I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, you know what, and I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up. Yeah, so even I don't like all my extra talking. Again, I don't care about all the little stupid shit I say before. Sometimes I talk too much about dumb shit, like Giant Eagle or DoorDash and other stuff that I should just leave for my other videos. You know, my regular TikTok videos. But again, that's not a big deal. As long as I make sure there's time to do it, and that's part of the problem. They don't usually have the time to do it because I don't like coming down here on time. I don't like getting up on time. So, downside of not having a normal job is that I don't really care about time. But then it shows in my end of the week pay. So, can't get fired for not working. Skip if I don't feel good, I can skip it. But no, I'm not working today. I don't have to call and let anybody know. I can just not work. I can leave early if I'm pissed off. And that happens occasionally. Like I schedule myself usually technically 11:30 to 10:30, and I'm usually done by 10 at the latest. Sometimes around 9:30, depending how slow it gets at the end of the night. But usually by the time most of the restaurants close, which is around 10 o'clock, that's usually when I'm done. But a lot of times you have that little straggler right there at the end, and you take that and you're done after that. So yeah. Anyway, it's stretch day. I'm supposed to be starting right now. Let's see if I can move this back to 1 o'clock. Yeah, we're good. That gives me to 1:30 to log in. See, I know all these little things that I'm like, I can go just wait a little bit. I did my I always do it on Sunday and usually on Monday as well. I did my progress numbers, I guess. I usually just say measurements. Now, it's been 2 weeks. I've been taking creatine for 2 weeks. When I first started, I said, like, the beginning of the last Monday, the first week of this segment last Monday, I said I started creatine. Now, a couple things are going to happen. Most likely is that my fat percentage is going to go down more than it should because of the extra water retention. And also my weight's probably going to go up as opposed to down because of the extra water retention. Now last week that wasn't really the case. The fat percentage did go down. The water retention went up. You know, I would say I went from like 54% to 55 something percent, which isn't a lot, but it's enough to change the body fat percentage. Water in your body goes up, fat percentage goes down on those scales. Water has less resistance, so the less resistance it reads, the less body fat it reads. So, however, the weight dropped, I think, almost a pound last week at the end of the week, so I was kind of surprised on that. But then again, it was 1 week, and I was, I don't want to say it's not an off-brand, probably one of the more popular brands. It's the #1 selling brand because they're cheaper. Muscle Tech makes it 6 stars. So if you buy it, Giant Eagle in Walmart, that's where I got it. Walmart. So that was a 10-day supply. So that lasted all last week, plus the first 3 days of this week, and then after that I was taking just regular powdered creatine monohydrate, 5 grams. Yes, it was 2 scoops, 5 grams. For the rest of the week. So I got the scale this morning, and my weight actually went up almost 3 pounds, 2.5 pounds. And the body fat actually went up about half a percent. So, not exactly sure where that's all coming from. I'm assuming with the creatine and the extra weight I was pushing, maybe I got a little bit extra muscle, which is obvious. Well, it's not really obvious. It is kind of. I look in the mirror and I'm like, you know, I'll you know, stretch and be like, wait a second there. I'm like, I got a little more tone here. I'm like, that's kind of cool. But there's also the water retention that is, I'm assuming, is part of that, because now that it's been 2 weeks, my body is holding more water than it was before. Like last week. Last week it probably wasn't saturated enough. From everything that all the research that I've done on it, which is, you know, a few videos, not a lot of research, but there's enough research on creatine that pretty much anything you read is going to be basically, anything legit is going to be basically the same. So, watched a few videos from some fitness trainers, read a few articles from like health magazines, bodybuilding magazines, things like that. And if you take roughly about 5 grams of creatine a day, it takes about 3 weeks for your muscles to be fully saturated, for an average person's muscles to be fully saturated. If you do a loading phase, which is around 20 grams per day for about a week, it should saturate your muscles within the week. I'm not doing the loading phase, so it's been 2 weeks, so I'm assuming I'm getting fairly saturated, and that's why I have a higher weight than last week. So I'll take the numbers again tomorrow. It seems like Mondays are the days I'm kind of going with anyway, for the most part, which is fine because the end of my week is today, and I start my week tomorrow. So as long as I take those numbers before I start, it's still technically this week. So as long as I'm staying consistent. So I take them on Sunday, I take them again on Monday, just to make sure, because again, your body does stuff too. So it always seems to be like the weekends for me, like where I'm like, bleh, you know. And then Monday morning, I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know, maybe the stretching helps like bloatedness and things like that. I don't know. Maybe it does. Good. I haven't done that much research into what all stretching does, other than just stretching and making your muscles feel better. I know it's good for you to do. So yeah, I will redo those tomorrow morning, and I will make sure the numbers are where they're supposed to be and see where we're at. You know, I ate very light yesterday, so I was kind of surprised that I was almost 3 pounds heavier. So I don't know. Anyway, so again, it's stretch day. Do a full body stretch, nothing usually less than 20 minutes. I like to do around 30 to 45 minutes, but again, I can't keep my ass down here in timely fashion, and I do want to try to get at least a full day in today. Usually it starts getting busy sometime around now. It's about between now and 2 o'clock when it starts to get busy on a Sunday, because everybody's coming back from church. So half of them are going out to eat, and the other half come home and do yard work and shit. Start ordering food a little bit afterwards. So, and everybody else is just now probably waking up because it's Sunday. So that's how it usually goes, at least for me. I've never had any good luck with the morning shift. Other people who are consistent with the morning shift, they have better luck with it. It's just like anything else, you know. I've had people say they don't have good luck with lunch. People say they don't have good luck with dinner. They don't have good luck with late night. I have other people that they love going out. They go out for dinner and they stay out till like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, where are you making money at that late? He goes, well, it usually dies off between 10 and 11 and then picks back up. I'm like, okay, but everything I've seen that late is like either super long distance. And I'm already dead tired because I've usually been out all day. So yeah, anyway, see, this is the stuff that makes me mad when I'm editing my videos. And I just keep going like this. Anyway, so we're doing it 20 minutes. The total time for this is 21:46. I know she talks for, I'm not sure how long. I'm assuming about a minute. The title of this one is called Full Body Stretch Yoga. 20 minutes, all levels. Okay. Full Body Stretch Yoga, 20 minutes, all levels. That's the title. And it's by MEFFAN. I think I'm saying that right. MEFFAN. Cat, like, MEFFAN, MEFFAN. That's the name of it. I have not put it into my stretch video thing yet. Okay, I should have. But I don't want to mess with it because it's all hooked up and it's got a lag. I don't want to do something that's going to screw it up. So I will put it in as soon as I'm done. It'll be in there, so if anybody's watching and seems to like this stretch, that video will be available in my stretch video playlist, where all the rest of them are as well. And then obviously, as soon as I get this one uploaded to YouTube, all the information that she'll be tagged in the description, as well as a direct link to the video in the description as well. So if you do see my video, if you're watching this on YouTube, all you gotta do is go right down to the description, and there's a link directly to this video. So I would always suggest using their video to follow along versus following her video for the first time. Because I don't watch these videos ahead of time, which I probably should. I don't watch these ahead of time. I just do them, and then I give a quick little review at the end on how I liked it as far as a stretch goes. So far, my favorite one is by MadFit. I think it was the 20-minute beginner flex. Honestly, it was a 20-minute stretch, and I was very, very, very happy with the stretch. It said beginner flexibility or something like that, and I'm way past beginner flexibility. I'm stiff as hell from working out, but I'm extremely flexible for a 44-year-old male. Just naturally, I've always been flexible, so nothing like major, but I can do a lot more than the average person can, I guess. So, so for a beginning stretch, for something labeled a beginner stretch video, it was a very, very good stretch. So that was my favorite one so far. And I wish there was a way I could actually put like a star on it for everybody else to see that, like, maybe I could just reorganize it and keep it on top. I think I can do that. I think I can move them around and keep it on top, so when you click on it, it's right there. You could probably do that. So, I don't know. I'll just make sure nobody's talking to me. I'm not looking at the camera. No, okay. So, alright, so I'm going to get this started here, so I'm done at 1 o'clock. Showered last night at like 6 o'clock, so it should be good. Haven't done anything other than driving my car with the AC on last night, so I crack a lot. That's part of getting old, people. Everything cracks. Alright, so yeah, should be done with this by about 1 o'clock, and then, yeah, good to go. Crack a quick snack. Guess I can eat something while I'm out. As long as I make it healthy, should be good. Alright. Back to the right screen here. Play, and this should start in about less than 30 seconds, hopefully. Let's see how long it takes. 5. About 15 seconds. It's not keep forgetting YouTube.
Hello YouTube family, welcome back to another practice. So today's practice is a full body stretch. So it's going to be one that you can come back to time and time again. It's going to be great for the mornings. We're going to work our way through the whole body, just opening up, releasing tension to set us up for the day ahead. Now, I'm very happy to say that this video is in partnership with MyProtein, who I am an ambassador for. So below in the description box is the link to MyProtein and also my discount code, which gets you all of the juicy discount. So let's get on into it. We're going to get started. If possible, if you've got a bolster or a block or just a cushion to pop yourself up on, then I recommend doing that just to take any pressure out of the knees and having too much pressure in the hips early on in this practice. Having just a moment to wiggle, get into your seat and arrive in the space. Close your eyes. Take a big shoulder roll going back and just feel those shoulder blades traveling down the spine as the chest just feels like it's lifting slightly. Take a nice big inhale through the nose and sigh it all out. And let's do that one more time. Inhale and sigh it all out. So instantly just feeling a little bit of stiffness, just drifting, floating away from the body. Drop the chin down to the chest. Start to engage with the breath, just consciously noticing the rhythm of the inhale and the exhale. Notice it open through the back of the neck. You don't need to be making any big changes, taking any big control on the breath, just allowing ourselves a few moments to observe. On your next inhale, roll that head around to the right side, open through the left side of the neck. And then exhale, bring the head back down through center. Inhale, take it up to the left. Exhale, down through center. Inhale to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Come to lift the head all the way up. Drop the head back. Opening through the throat. And then bringing it back to neutral. You're just going to take either the left hand to the left hip, or if you can reach the floor down by the side of you, you can place the fingertips down. We're going to sweep the right arm up and over. Now, rather than coming to lean on this left arm and taking all the weight here, I want us to think about reaching up and then over.
She says right arm lifts
so we're not
around.
taking much weight through those left fingertips at all. And as you breathe, pivot the chest up to the sky. Maybe you gaze up to the sky as well.
And again, for all you people watching me live,
And then
it's
coming
backwards,
through
so.
center. Float the right fingertips down or to the hips. Sweep that left arm up. Feeling length through the chest. And then coming back through center. Interlace the hands behind the back. Draw the hands away as again you lift open the chest. Heart lifts high. Big breaths here. Maybe you really start to feel that heart space cracking open. And then coming back through neutral, round the spine, drop the chin to the chest, and you can take the arms out into this big circle. And as you breathe here, fill up all the way through the back body. And then coming back through center. So move the block or the cushion, whatever you had underneath you, just move it to one side. Come around onto your knees, but take the knees wider than hip width. Then place the hands slightly further forward than the shoulders. So we're in an elongated all fours position. Now, start to circle your way around here. It doesn't need to look exactly like mine. I just want you to take a few breaths to explore how the body feels today. Maybe some simple cat-cows is where your body is at. But maybe you're asking, or it's asking for something a little bit more. Spending just a few breaths, shifting forwards, backwards, side to side. You can come down into a child's pose. You could come forwards into an upward-facing dog. Working your way around. Grounding down through both hands, tuck under the toes, take the bottom all the way back, find your downward facing dog. Bending through the left knee, and then bending through the right. Ground down through the hands, bending left, pedaling out the legs now, and the right. One more time, each way to the left. Then to the right. Beautiful. Take an inhale, come over into your plank position. Drop the knees down and then lower the whole weight down to the mat. Take the fingertips to the outside edge corners of the mat. Separate the feet slightly, drop the head. Inhale, lift the chest here. Exhale, release. Inhale, let's wave it here. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Place the hands down. Tuck under the toes. Take the bottom all the way back. Downward facing dog. Now, step the right foot between the hands. Left hand stays down. Right arm comes up. Easy twist. You can take a modified variation with the back knee down. You're going to bring the right fingertips to the ears and you're going to shift forwards and backwards through the legs. So as you come back, you might feel a little bit more of a stretch into the left side calf muscles. Nice. Now place the right hand down on the inside of the right foot. Heel toe that right foot out to the side of the mat. And then open that right arm up again. So we're in a slightly wider, easy twist now. Now from here, we're going to pivot onto the outside edge of both feet, coming to find our revolve Skandasana. Elbow comes down to cactus. Take an inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring it down. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way back around. Heel toe the right foot towards the center of the mat. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. You can bring the palms together if you would like to. And then exhale, shift the hips back, find Ardha Hanumanasana half split. So opening through the backs of the legs now. We can undulate here with the breath. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Now bring it forwards. Frame the foot. Tuck under the back toes. Step it all the way back to the downward facing dog. Take a nice big releasing breath here. Sigh it out. On an inhale, step the left foot through between the hands. Sweep the left arm up to the sky. Now you can modify, of course, here by taking the back knee down. Take the right fingertips to the ears and start to shift forwards and backwards through the legs. It's not a super big movement. Just getting that little bounce back into the calf muscles. Okay, taking the left hand down, heel toe the left foot to that open easy twist. Sweep the left arm up again. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, pivot to the outside edge of both feet. Cactus seat, arms revolve, Skandasana. Inhale, lengthen for one. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, bring it all the way over. Heel toe the foot to the center line. Drop the back knee down. Find the low lunge. Sweep the arms up. You can bring the hands together. And then exhale, find your way to Hanumanasana, half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Bring it forwards. Frame the foot. Tuck under the back toes. Make your way back to your downward facing dog. Take a releasing breath. On an inhale, wave the body forwards. Find your high plank position. Drop the knees down. Untuck the toes. Come all the way down to the belly. Take the right arm out into cactus, or you can take T-shape. So wherever's going to feel better for you. Roll over onto the right side. Either stack the legs, or you can take that left foot down to the mat. So it's opening into that right side arm and the chest. Breathing here. Nice big breaths. Create space on the inhale. And move deeper into that space on the exhale. Okay, rolling over. Make your way to your belly. And then switch sides, so left arm can come out to cactus or T-shape. We roll over onto the left, and we take that right foot down maybe, or you can keep the legs stacked. Close the eyes and really connect to the breath. Be in your body right now. One more breath here. And then rolling all the way over onto the belly. Place both hands down underneath the shoulders. Just push it all the way back now. Find an extended puppy. So melting heart pose, Anahatasana. We're going to inhale as we lengthen through the spine. Bottom's going up to the sky. Exhale, drop it low, melt the heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop. Beautiful. Now start to walk the hands all the way back. Come to a kneeling position. We're going to tuck under the toes here. Just come into a few breaths of opening into the feet. So you can take support down with the hands to modify here, okay, if it gets too much. We're not going to be here for too long. If you can, sit back and take the weight over the bottom and therefore over the heels, then be there. Just take the palms facing upwards on the thighs. Close your eyes, 5 breaths. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale for 4. Exhale. Inhale for 5. And release the hands down. Exhale. Just gently pat out those feet behind you. And then take a moment to sit back on the heels again. And again, you can take the fingertips down to support you. And we're just going to take a couple of breaths here, opening through the front of the ankle. So just breathing into this space. You can have the eyes closed. And then release it. Walk those hands forwards. Tuck under the toes, make your way to the downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg up, open the hip here. Option to bend that top leg. Be mindful of the shoulders. And then shift the shoulders forwards as you bring the right knee to the right wrist. Find pigeon. Make sure you use any props that you would like here. You're going to walk your hands forwards. Now either you can stay with a static hold here and just find fluidity through the breath but not moving, or you can take an inhale as you just lift the chest slightly, exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Beautiful. Come to lift all the way up. Walk the fingertips back slightly. Open the heart just for a breath. And then ground down through those hands. Tuck under the back toes. Take it back to the downward facing dog. Sweep the left leg up to the sky now. Nice and strong and square through the shoulders, but you can open the hip. Option to bend that top leg. Getting that extra stretch all the way through the hip flexors and the quads as well. And then shift it forwards and find left side pigeon. Using any props that you need to pop yourself up on. Walk the hands forwards. Find what it is that you need from this pose, whether that's stillness with the breath or whether you'd like to dance with the breath. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Breathing in. Exhale. And then lifting the chest. Walk those fingertips back slightly. One breath here to open the heart. And release. And then bring this right leg around in front of you. And you're going to take a Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. Knees drop out. You can stack blocks underneath the knees if you would like to. Or you could take cushions there, make it a little bit more cozy. Lengthening through the spine, start to shift into the forward fold. Closing the eyes, but trying to stay long through the spine the whole time. 2 more breaths here. And then coming all the way up to seated. Take hold of the knees, bring the knees up to a little hug position here. You're going to wrap the left arm around both knees. Take the right arm behind you. Find an inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, take a twist. If you would rather take a Marichasana C here, you can take that left leg long and take the elbow or the hug, entirely up to you. Inhale as you lengthen. Just make sure if you're in Marichasana C that that left leg that's out long to the mat stays active. And then releasing and taking it to the other side. So either wrapping the right arm around both legs, finding this little hugged twist, or if you would like to, you can take the right leg down and find Marichasana C here. Inhale as you lengthen the crown of the head up to the sky. Exhale as you move into the twist. And then unraveling. If you need to take a little counter twist, do. And then bring back your bolster or your cushion, wherever it was that you started. If you just started down on the mat without anything, absolutely fine. Just come back to that space. Close your eyes. Take an inhale, sweep the arms high up to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands through heart center. Inhale, open the chest, cactus the arms, and then exhale, round the spine. Come back to neutral, rest the hands down in the lap, roll the shoulders back. Take an inhale through the nose. Let it go. Just arriving back in this space, coming full circle. The body, the mind, the breath, the emotions feeling different this time. However that might be. Let's take a moment for gratitude, for our bodies, for allowing us the ability to practice, and for the lineage of yoga and every teacher that came before me, allowing us to be in this space together. Place one hand over the other at the heart center, breathing in, and let it go. Thank you all. Thank you so much. I really hope that you enjoyed that and you're feeling nice and open. If you did really enjoy that, please do come and check out the Soul Sanctuary. It's my online membership. The details are below, as are the details for my protein. There's a discount code. It's always there, so make a note of it. And yeah, use it whenever you need to. And if you do decide to come join the Soul Sanctuary, know that there's a 7-day free trial that you can get involved with. So all the info is below, and I look forward to seeing you for another practice, wherever that may be, very soon. Bye-bye.
After saving with customized car insurance from Liberty Mutual, I custom.
Okay, so semi-decent stretch on that one. If you haven't done some yoga, I wouldn't recommend following that one. Nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing wrong with her teaching at all. But I know the first time that I tried yoga, it was the P90X Yoga X. But even then, I'm not going to say that that is yoga, because again, it's Yoga X, it's Yoga Extreme. So, as opposed to just moving fluidly, WSP, again, what is WSP? As opposed to moving fluidly through the moves, like yoga is. If you ever watched yoga, or done actual yoga, you know it's supposed to be very fluid movements, which is more along the lines of what she did. So, so me going from P90X, which is more P90X, the Yoga X, and then the Stretch X, which has a little bit of yoga in it. It's not as fluid. It's all right. We're going to go into plow. We're going to go into table. We're going to go into bridge, and then you sit there and you stay there. You hold the moves. So you're getting a really deep stretch and or a deep workout. You know, so. So like instead of like being here and you do one of these things and you come right back out of it, you know, into another move or something, or back into it a few times, we'll do that again, come back to here, we'll come back to that, you know, you're here and you're staying there. You know, they want you to hold that for like a minute, as opposed to being in like a yoga class where you're probably you're going to come here, you're going to do it, and then you're going to come back out of it, and then you're going to do it again, or you're going to move on to something else, or do a little routine that incorporates that a few times. It just depends on your teacher, on how you do it. So the first time I actually did yoga, it was a little more fast paced. Okay, we're going to go into vinyasa, we're going to come out, we're going to go downward dog, all right, we're going to shift back into upward dog, move this, do this, come over here, go into pigeon, come back out of it, downward dog again, upward dog, cat, cow. It's just moving. And I've watched a few of the yoga things on TV, trying to find something to help me do more yoga. And a lot of it was the same way. So nothing wrong with it. I've done a few of them like that as well. So if you're not experienced, at least on moderate level of yoga, I wouldn't recommend some that are more yoga-based stretch. Yoga-based stretches are fine. A lot of that is incorporated into yoga anyway. But that was more of a yoga with stretching, I guess. I don't know how to say that right, but either my voice just echoed off the walls or I heard somebody outside. But again, they're thin walls and the neighbor's yard is like literally, you know, if I laid down and just put my arms out like this, I'd probably be very close to touching my feet to his wall. You know, my feet and hands, my wall, his wall. They're very, very close houses, so they're walking through there. Or this, I have this little puppy dead in the street here who's doing past, so we can walk over here too. I don't know. Anyway, so again, nothing wrong with that stretch. I wished it was more, but again, I picked a 20-minute stretch versus a 40, half an hour, 45-minute stretch. So, again, nothing wrong with it. If you liked it, I will put it. I'm going to put it in the stretch video playlist, so you can access it easier. And again, it will be linked on the YouTube video as well, so you can go directly to it if you're watching this on YouTube in the near future. So, so again, nothing bad to say about it, other than, you know, just it wasn't exactly what I was aiming for with it. Decent stretch. My legs do feel a little stretched out. You know, my legs were really tight. I need a little more deeper stretch than that. But I do have to go make money. I made enough money this week, so I have to keep it short and sweet. So, which includes this segment of my video. All right. Anyway, I'm done. TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, all the same usernames. So whatever you're watching me on, you can find me on the other ones if you need to. Like I said, if you're watching on YouTube, you need to find the video on YouTube, same username. Twitch, I just live stream. It's pretty much, I don't think there's anything else to do on Twitch. TikTok's my main account where I post all my videos first. Anything that has to do with the fitness journey, my highlight reels, all of that, 2 separate playlists. So anything informational about what I'm doing, any updates on how I'm doing, they go in the fitness journey playlist, and then I make the highlight reels, which is just a montage of clips of the video, basically. Clips of the week. Basically 2 seconds. This is what it is, 2 seconds of every exercise that I do each day. Usually ends up being about 2.5 to 3 minutes. Occasionally I'll throw something stupid in there, like I threw in about when I got booted off my live, and then both times, and then I also threw in, you know, stupid things like when my phones were topping out of the things and falling over. This is the TikTok one because that's the one that I use. So I'm sitting there talking, all of a sudden the thing goes blip, or I say something stupid, or a troll pops in here and says something stupid, something that I think is a highlight, you know. So yeah, occasionally I'll throw some other things in there, but pretty much for the most part, it's just 2-second clips of each exercise put to with the music over. So yeah, it's that. All the weekly updates and the highlight reels go to Instagram. I then share those to the other platforms as well, like my Facebook and Twitter, and then all of those videos, all the fitness journey playlist videos, all the highlight reel videos go into the fitness journey playlist on YouTube. So the workouts I'm recording on the camcorder, that's why I keep pointing over here because that's what the camcorder is. And I edit those at a later time with text overlays that have to do with the workout, obviously. Sometimes I put little disclaimers on there about something that I'm talking about because I might get into a conversation, or I might have something that I really need to get off my chest, so I will relay a message, like we talked about the Uvalde shooter, or things like that. Or like when my live got suspended and I was throwing a shit fit about it. So I put a little disclaimer on there both times when that happened. First time I'm like, I cut out most of my rant, but I kept some of it in there. Second time I'm like, I didn't cut anything out because I pretty much turned it off as soon as I was, you know, about a minute after I was banned. And then came back down later. So, yeah. So if I'm going on a tangent about something that I'm not 100% positive on, usually I'll put the information on there with a source cited, like I was talking about HMB tablets. I wasn't actually sure what I was saying, so when I put it onto YouTube, I put the information that I was trying to say actually up on the screen, which was pretty close to what I was saying in the first place. But you know, obviously, I was close to what it was, not that it was not. So I also try to make sure I clarify the fact that I'm not an expert. It's based off of my own research. My research could be faulty, and that you should always check what I say against verifiable sources. So you're not just taking my word for things. A lot of people taking my word for stuff because I never claim to be 100% right on everything. I like to act like I am. But anyway, so yeah, the workout playlist gets all the workout videos of me working out as soon as I can get them uploaded and up there. And then the fitness training playlist has the informational videos, the updates, and the weekly highlight reels. And then the stretch videos obviously will have what I just did, the actual video that I followed along with each week in there. So yeah, that's it. Tomorrow I will go over my progress for this week with the pictures, obviously for YouTube, for you guys watching live if you want to see. Oh, anyway, Instagram gets the progress pictures as well, so those will be posted there along with Twitter and Facebook. So if you want to see those, they'll be up there for you to see. They are up there for you to see, at least as far as last week goes. So yeah, so I'll go over those pictures. I'll pop them up here on the screen for you guys on YouTube, and for you guys live streaming. If you want to see them, they will be on Instagram as soon as I get all my other videos put together. Because I have to do them in order, or it'll piss me off. So when I post them to Instagram, I have to post the highlight reel, the weekly update video, and then the progress pictures. I don't know why. I just have to make sure they're in that order every time, just because I'm anal about it. That's it. Nothing else to say. I'm going to ramble if I don't shut up. I'm going to ramble even longer if I don't shut up now. So, bye-bye.